The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. We are in the Wicked Weed studio. WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink different. Welcome into the program. And the Dallas Cowboys, first couple of weeks of the season, been really close matchups. Hanging in there with the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers in week one. Last week, 20-17 win over the Los Angeles Chargers. Big bright spot last week was to see the ground game get going. Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard absolutely killed the Chargers last week. And I frankly look for that to continue this week as they get the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football. Big takeaway for you for the Dallas Cowboys for the first 2 weeks is what?
The offense is every bit as good as I thought it was, if not better. I didn't think that this team could win games 20-17. Mm-hmm. I didn't think that they could run the ball well enough. I didn't think the defense would stand up. Well, there it is. You've seen it. You've seen it against a good team. You've seen it against a good team on the road. Mm-hmm. So now you play the Philadelphia Eagles, who suck something awful. The Carolina Panthers, who will be without Christian McCaffrey, most likely, and without J.C. Horn, who was the only person on that defense that I thought could even begin to slow down CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
And the New York Giants. And guess what? You get them all three at home. So I'm looking at the Cowboys going, they're clearly the favorite to win the NFC East to me.
Yes.
The Washington football team is what I tried to tell you that they were going to be when the hype got too big. They're an 8-9, 9-8 team. If this division had sucked, they could have won it. Mm-hmm. But I get Dak Prescott, you get an import beer in Taylor Heineken. I'm good. The defense is encouraging, a lot of good young pieces, and Micah Parsons is a dude.
Mm-hmm. Injuries and absences continuing to mount for the Dallas Cowboys, though, so that is a concern, but this is still a damn good football team. The defense is markedly better than it was last year. As you said, Micah Parsons has come in, and this guy's going to be an all-pro immediately. I don't think there's any doubt to that. But, you know, losing DeMarcus Lawrence, La'el Collins getting suspended. You got Michael Gallup's on injured reserve for a little while. You got Amari Cooper, who's questionable for this week.
You have to stem the tide to the bye week.
But I think they have the talent to overcome all of that.
I do too, and I think they'll be favored in the next 3 games they play. Because I think they are absolutely going to beat the dust off the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right.
They're built to beat this team. Okay, the biggest detraction for Dallas is, well, the secondary is not that good. Mm-hmm. Well, it helps when you're playing against a quarterback that can't throw.
Right.
It's always helpful when your secondary sucks to play up against a quarterback that all he can do is run. Mm-hmm. And you've got a slew of linebackers that are fast as hell. Mm-hmm. This was the easiest game of the week to pick for me. I think Dallas is going to beat them early. They're going to beat them often. And I don't really think this game's ever all that close.
I don't either. I'm gonna lean on CeeDee Lamb because I don't know that there's a person on Philadelphia's team that can stop him.
I mean, it would be Darius Slay, but I don't think he's physical enough to stop CeeDee Lamb. And he's that good.
And here's the thing: Dak Prescott is every bit as great as he was at the beginning of last year. I mean, the numbers may not be there. He's not throwing for 500 yards every game like he did at the beginning of the season last year.
That's not a bad thing.
No. But he's completing 77% of his passes.
And that's not sustainable. But I see everything that's working with this team going, okay, you're finding new ways to win. Mm-hmm. You're winning games that maybe you shouldn't. And the defense looks better than I ever thought it could. Mm-hmm. This is the reason that you stick with Mike McCarthy and all the Cowboys fans that were ready to jump off a bridge after last year. RELAX. It also doesn't hurt that the 3 teams in your division are 24th or lower in the Vegas power rankings.
Right.
That tends to help too. They have Dallas at 18, and I think that's too low.
I was going to say, is the public heavily on Dallas's side in this game?
In this one, I mean, I'm assuming they are.
They should be.
It went away. There it is. The public is 68% of the cash is on Dallas, 55% of the tickets, 32% of the cash on Philly, 45% of the ticket. That means sharps are on Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
The market for me on this, it's sitting at 3. I had it at 5.5. So this is a good value to me.
Yep.
And I cannot for the life of me figure out why the over is 51. Philadelphia is not good offensively.
Mm-hmm.
And Dallas does everything everything Dallas does really well is what stops Philadelphia. I am drunk on the under, and I think Dallas is going to cover this number easily.
I will agree with you on both points, because I think there is obviously Dallas has the talent to blow teams out, but I think they also have some of that. We don't do too much. We play sort of at the speed of our opponent, and we're just going to sort of nasty out games. Not to say that they're not going to have blowout wins all season long, but the fact that they have hung in there, like I said, with the defending champs and been able to win a close one against the LA Chargers, you should like the way that this season has started and the way the schedule lays out for you for the next little bit, because you probably are going to be, you may not lose a game until the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's entirely possible. I think they'll be favored in every game except at New England.
Mm-hmm.
And those linebackers are so fast that I think they could, schematically, they could really mess with the rookie and Mac Jones.
Yeah. Dallas Cowboys, they are definitely the cream that has risen to the top of the NFC East. And if they can go any farther than that, we'll just have to see how the season shakes out. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene.
Yeah.
Cowboy up, and we'll see you next time here in the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different.